I live in a really hipster neighborhood. It's worked out for me, though. Hipsters are making all my clothes popular. One day I walked outside and Carhartt was a mainstream brand. No, that's insane, y'all. You don't understand that. Where I'm from, that's all we wore, you know, my whole life. And I never, growing up wearing Carhartt, I never put on overalls and thought, women are in trouble today, you know? No, I'm finna show up and show out, you know? No, I look like I was there to change their oil, you know? And I mean, Carhartt used to be a brand where you could tell a lot about somebody. 5 or 6 years ago, if somebody was wearing Carhartt, you knew that they struggled with math, ate a lot of deer meat, you know? I mean, you could tell. You'd see him coming. You go, this guy's going to want to talk about college football for sure. And now it's changed. You got people getting out of Teslas that look like Huckleberry Finn, man. How does that even happen? People working remotely looking like chicken farmers. It's mind-blowing.
I watched a thing on 60 Minutes once about, like, this guy with animals. It was about buying tigers. Like, you can buy, like, if you guys want a tiger, there's a guy you can go to. And you can buy a tiger if you want. And I was like, see, they did this whole undercover reporting, and they filmed like where he keeps tigers. And then, you know, they like asked him afterwards, they're like, hey, do you think it's too easy to buy a tiger in this country? And he was like, yeah, sadly it is. And that was like my favorite part, you know? I was like, that's why America's the best. I didn't even know you could buy tigers. I would have been embarrassed to ask. And then I watched this, and I was like, I don't really have to jump through hoops if I want to buy a tiger. It's not an all-day thing, it's an hour. I'll be right back with our tiger. And everybody wants to get rid of guns, you know, like guns are the problem. But what makes me nervous is like you take away guns from people, those are the exact same people that will buy tigers. That's gonna be a much bigger problem, all right? You're probably gonna be like, look, here's your gun back. And they're like, no, I'm good. My tiger is way better than my gun. My gun missed all the time. My tiger rarely misses. Even if he does miss, it's just for a second. It's never long. Like if a guy dodges a tiger and he's like, your dumb tiger missed, it's like, well, he did not. He's right behind you now. And he is furious. So, you know that saying like guns don't kill people, people kill people? The new saying will just be like, these tigers are killing people. I don't know. It won't be a good saying. He'll just be asking, like, do you know where your tiger's at by any chance? Do you have any idea? You don't know? All right, that's a big problem.
So get this. I go to CVS Pharmacy last night. It's about 8 o'clock. Totally empty. All the lights are on. Nobody's in there except for me. I'm like, what is this, a prank or something, you know? I only needed a few items, a couple rolls of paper towels and duct tape. And I find it. I go to the cash register. There's no cashiers up there. It's just self-checkout lane. When did we start working at CVS Pharmacy? You know what I mean? They're going to have us stocking shelves pretty soon, giving out flu shots. We're not qualified to do that. I don't remember filling out an application. Do you? Or an interview? I don't. And so I self-checkout. I check those items out. And then they ask me if I want any bags. I go, no. But I take 10 bags because that's what they owe me for all the work I just completed. And a cherry swizzle and a National Enquirer I took too. And then I remembered I forgot toothpaste. So now I got to go find the toothpaste aisle. I can't find it anywhere. This guy comes in from outside. His customer, he comes up to me, he goes, do you work here? I said, yes, apparently so. He said, what time do you guys close? I said, I guess when I leave. He said, are you guys hiring? I said, yeah, you're hired. Tell me where the toothpaste is. Where do you keep the toothpaste? So I go to the toothpaste aisle. It's all locked up. They're locking up toothpaste behind the plexiglass. And I don't have a key to lock. And there's no other employee around with a key. I'm the only one working last night. And I don't have a key. So I pick the lock with a toothpick. I take out my toothpaste. I'm out of there. But now here's my big concern. Was I supposed to show up to work tonight? I thought, yes. So I did show up to work tonight. And I'm actually on my break right now. And I gotta go soon. But do you see what's happening? We are being duped into working for these former employees at these companies. We're not getting paid. You go to these burger joints now, it's the same thing. Build your own burger. No, you build my burger. I just built an omelet down at the cafe this morning. You build, I don't have a permit to build food. I'll go to IKEA if I want to work and build something. The worst one, oh my God, Amber Alert. No, we're not going to help you find some kid. That's your idea. You be the hero. We didn't sign up for that. I don't even know this kid you're talking about. I got stuff at my house I can't find. I don't call you, hey man, I can't find my car keys. The last time I saw them, they were on the counter. No, thank you. And they never tell you when they find the kid. I've been looking for Jennifer for the last 20 years.
I was just in Arizona, and somebody told me to go see the petroglyphs. I didn't know what those are. We get out there, they're these ancient rock drawings, and there's a plaque that says, unfortunately, there's no way to translate what these mean today. However, this little squiggle might be a snake, and you're like, yeah, I could see that. And then they go, and this little circle might be a portal into another world. Wow, you really took some liberties on that one. No way to translate, but you're gonna guess portal off of that. Okay. You're not gonna guess that they were drawing a circle or the sun? Portal, all right. And this lady, I didn't see her, standing right behind me, and she goes, don't you wish we could take a time machine and ask them what they really meant? And I think that's why I don't love talking to strangers. Because you have to be polite. You can't be honest and be like, actually, that would be a dumb reason to time travel. Spend trillions of dollars on fuel. Hey, we're here from the future. Me and this lady, we were so curious about this rock doodle that you did on this rock. Is that a snake? We're from the future. I was trying to draw a worm. It's a worm. Good thing we time traveled, Martha. Well, we're gonna head back to our time machine. Right through this circle. He's like, whoa. Cool portal. Wow, wrong about the snake, right about the portal. Didn't see that coming, plaque. Didn't see it coming.
I called my dad up and I asked him for the Hulu password, and he goes, no. Not over the phone. Not the Hulu password? Not the Hulu password. No, you never know who's listening. You think a hacker wants to watch Shrek with commercials that badly that they're hacking your phone conversations? I don't know how much spy equipment costs. I'm pretty sure it's more than $5.99 a month. No hacker wants to listen to my parents' phone conversation. No one's that concerned about how the cats are doing that they're hacking my parents' phone. They're just, why are we on speaker? But that's how old men are. Old men are very protective of their information. My father-in-law won't give me his Wi-Fi password. My father-in-law. It was easier to marry this man's daughter than to get the Wi-Fi password. To this day, if my computer forgets the network, he will pull my computer aside, turn his shoulder, and type it in one by one. If he can find his little book. That's the old guy security system. Tiny book, tiny writing, that book, always lost. Tiny book, tiny writing, open the front door, just chuck it inside. No one's getting this password, not even me.
What happens when you approach 40 is that all of your friends start running a marathon. And I can't be bothered with that. Even for charity, I can't be asked. My rule is, if you want me to sponsor you to run a marathon, I will pay you my money to run a marathon, provided you look like you cannot possibly complete a marathon. I think that's fair. If you look like you'll breeze it, you get nothing from me. Dead by mile 5, £3.50. That's my thing. My friend Josh said he wanted to do a skydive, right? He was really interested in doing a parachute jump. He'd always gone on about it. And he said, finally, I'm going to do it. And I went, good for you. And he said, but can you give me some sponsorship money, right? I'm doing it for charity. I said, whoa. You're not doing it for charity. You're doing it for Josh, right? Because you want to do it. You're doing it for you. He said, no, it's for charity. I said, well, in that case, let's try a little thought experiment, shall we? See if you can follow me through this. How about I offer you double the donation not to do it? And he said, that's not really in the spirit of the thing. Okay, fine, you go ahead. As long as you realise that now I've made you that offer and you've declined, you're now doing a skydive against cancer research. Which is particularly appalling given what happened to your brother, if I may say.
So like during last Halloween, she wanted to go to a pumpkin patch with me. But I didn't grow up with a pumpkin patch. Like, I don't know what the pumpkin patch is. But I was like, all right, let's go to the pumpkin patch. So we went to the pumpkin patch. You know what I realized about the pumpkin patch? It's just people taking pictures with a vegetable. That's pretty much it, right? It's a zoo for vegetables. And I didn't grow up with that concept because back in Venezuela, my dad never took me to the supermarket with a camera. I'd be like, hey, Francisco, stand next to the bananas. Like, they're not ready. Which, by the way, that shows you like what a first world country is, right? To go to a field of food just to take pictures. That's amazing, right? I would love to take one of my cousins that are living in Venezuela right now. I'd be like, look, we're gonna go to the US and I'm gonna take you to a pumpkin patch. And my cousin's like, yeah, let's go to the pumpkin patch. And we get there and it's like Willy Wonka and the chocolate factory, right? I'm like Willy Wonka, I'm like, come with me. And you'll be in a first world of pure gentrification. And my cousin's like, wow, so many pumpkins. I'm gonna eat that one, and I'm gonna eat that one. I'm like, oh, no. We take pictures here, Charlie. But you can pick one pumpkin, and we can take that one home. Ah, okay, because we eat it at home. No, we make a scary face out of it. Wait, so when do we eat the pumpkin? We never eat the pumpkin. We let it rot outside. Welcome to the first world.
I'm approaching the age where I'm gonna start getting my clothes the same place I get my groceries. Say I won't. You will catch me at Costco. Yeah. About to get them Kirkland jeans. Them Kirkland socks, that Kirkland body wash. Hey, this Kirkland gang, what? It's about to be my new Tuesday. I'm gonna start out front, give me a hot dog and a soda for $1.50. Then I'll flash my VIP card and mosey on it. I start with a lap of samples. Then I take my hair out of my ponytail, make a lap in the other direction. Round two. Hey, but if you come in for a second sample at Costco, be warned. These sample ladies get offended. They act a type of way if you come in for a second sample. Like they have been baking from scratch all day long. Like, really? Beth? Just give me another chicken tender. Why you gotta do this? It's embarrassing enough just asking for a sample. It's embarrassing, right? Because you have to pretend like you've never heard of this product before. You said it's a tender? And you dip it. Sure, I'll try one.
I've been married 3 years now, and I love being married. When I'm on the road, I see men talk to women in the wild, and it's crazy. I was checking in at a hotel, woman behind the counter, very pretty, and the guy in front of me is being a creep. I'm watching him. I'm 20 feet behind him, but I can hear it go down, right? He's checking in, and the woman goes, do you have any preference of what floor you stay on? And I swear to y'all, this guy leans forward. He goes, what floor are you staying on? She goes, I'm not. I work here. I don't stay at the hotel that I work. Do you think I'm a guest just chipping in down here in the lobby? Is that honestly how you think we staff this La Quinta? You think you gotta be the lifeguard tomorrow? I don't stay at the hotel that employs me, you moron. So he walks away, tail between his legs, rightfully so. Now I'm up next, right? I saw the whole thing go down. So I was like, okay, I'll bond with her over what a creep the last dude was. So I'm checking in, and she says, how many room keys do you want? 1 or 2? So I go, how many room keys do you want? And she did not get the reference at all, dude. I looked way worse than the first guy, if I'm being honest. The look on her face, she's like, they just keep coming in today. I mean, is there a creep convention in town? What's happening here?
I celebrate the differences between Jews and non-Jews. If you don't think there are differences, you're out of your mind. There are. If you don't believe me, go to Home Depot. Go to Home Depot. Home Depot is a code. It means Jews, you have no business shopping in here. Everyone that's not Jewish walks in there, they know exactly what they need. I need a 3x2 bipipe with reversible threading and a drip clamp, and the guy's gone. Jews walk into Home Depot, they look constipated. And then a half hour, does anybody work here? Does anybody work here out of pity, out of Rachmanis? They come over to help us. What are you looking for there, Jew? And we have no idea what the stuff's even called. I'm looking for the thing that goes inside. It's the piece that goes in before you put the other, you screw in the piece that's in. Oh, an anchor, that's it, an anchor. Beth, it's called an anchor. Yes, my neighbor, the guy, is gonna help me put shelves up, which is one of the nicest ways to use the word guy.
So now I live in Brooklyn, and yeah, I like it. Yeah, I know, lots of Brooklyn people. So, you know, neighborhood's great. However, 3 months ago, there was a shooting on our street. Nobody got hurt, but here's what happened. Someone came by in the middle of the night and shot 3 shots in 3 consecutive doorways. Boom, boom, boom. And just to give you an idea of the street, if they would have kept going, the next doorway would be a yoga studio. All right? So the yoga ladies went insane. They were like, this place has bad vibes! You know, they were mad. And then the real estate agents were like, how are we gonna sell these apartments for millions of dollars now? And then the families were like, is this a safe place for our children? And everyone wanted to know what the shooter looked like. That's all they cared about. They were like, what does the shooter look like? What do we know about this guy? Was he black? Was he white? Hispanic? What do we know about this guy? What does he look like? And then news came back that the shooter was a woman. Yeah. And the conversation totally changed. Oh yeah, everyone was like, oh, did she get him? I mean, clearly he had it coming, but did she get him? The yoga ladies were on board. They were like, we will finish that job, you know, just whipping around their mats. The real estate agents were using it as marketing. They're like, the kind of street where a woman's in charge. Even the families were like, you can stand up for yourself like that woman did. She was a hero. And the only thing they cared about how the woman shooter looked was if she looked satisfied. And then gossip in the neighborhood circulated again, and news came back that the woman shooter was a hired gun. She was hired to do the job. I know! That has got to be something that you get paid for over Venmo, right?
I saw this old man, like grandpa age old man, getting gas at the Costco a couple months ago. And he knew exactly where his gas tank was. He goes right up to his gas tank. I'm watching him. Now he starts hitting every pocket on his person. And grandpas have just like 1 million pockets. Why is there so many pockets? And I'm like watching him, like, what are you doing, sir? And then finally he found it. Just a single key that was floating around his body. Single key for his gas cap that had extra security. He had a lock on his... I saw this and I was immediately like, sir, where do you live, sir? Wherever you live, sir, you gotta move. You gotta move. You gotta move away from whatever old people you live by, sir. I know that this guy lives by old people, okay, because I'm a millennial and I'm gonna speak on behalf of our entire generation when I say we don't know how to siphon gas, okay? And if we don't know how to siphon gas, Gen Z for sure does not know how to siphon gas. So this guy needs to move out of whatever 55 and up neighborhood he lives in, where his old neighbors will suck a little bit of gas out of his tank at night.
All the airlines, they have little categories that they have to compliment you. Make you feel special because you paid too much money or you got lucky and you're in exit row or something. They have these frequent flyer programs. They've been doing these since the 1980s. And it used to start out with just gold. That was the that was what it all was 40 years ago. Congratulations, you're one of our gold members. But they had to pile on more, sound more special than that over the years. So at this point, gold status is the lowest category on any air. Gold is the worst. When they board the flight, they're like, we now welcome gold. Boo. Gold will board last in shame. Gold will be stuffed into the fuselage along with the luggage. Now they have all these categories that are outrank gold, and it's when you board the flight, it's just a parade of precious metals and gemstones. To get on the flight, when they board, they're like, we now prepare to welcome aboard all members of the elite Sapphire Squadron. All the rest of you will bow your heads. Contemplate the sacrifice of the Sapphire Squadron. And you will kneel! Respect and deference as the Sapphire Squadron. The jetway is yours. Oh, what's this? The sacred horn of the sky? What a rare and lucky day. That means that we have someone that outranks even the Sapphire Squadron. The Sapphire Squadron must yield. Yes, yes, yield, I say. For today we welcome aboard a member of the Hermetic Order of the Platinum Chalice. Whatever it is, there's one guy. He's like, well, yes, I'm Platinum Chalice. I'm wearing my epaulets to prove it. I flew 50,000 miles yesterday. Here's the one extra bag that entitles me to excuse me. I'm a member of the Platinum Chalice. I am a member of the Sapphire Squadron, and I suggest you tread lightly. I am also beloved of this airline. Oh, the Sapphire Squadron, I've heard of you. Out of my way, dog! You will pay for this insolence once the One World Alliance hears of it. That's what's happening on Delta Airlines.
It doesn't matter where I go. As soon as people find out that I'm a New Yorker, they feel compelled to tell me how they feel about New York. Right? Like, I don't ask. But they always tell me, and it's usually some cliche thing, you know, they'll be like, New Yorkers are mean. And here's the thing, we're not mean, we're aggressively kind. Right? We're very misunderstood. I always tell people, get lost in New York City, the first person that will help you is a New Yorker. Guaranteed. Guaranteed, because we can't stand lost-looking people. Like, we hate your lost-looking faces. I'm not even gonna lie to you. We see them at the, like, right at the subway map, just like, Is it uptown? Is it downtown? What's midtown? Literally the middle. I just picture them like panicked at the map, and then like out of the darkness, they hear a voice. Where you trying to go? That is one word in New York City. Where you trying to go? No breaks. You've been looking at the map for 5 minutes. Where you trying to go? I'm trying to help you get out of my way. You've been in my way 5 minutes. Look at this map. Such a wild thing, man. And people in New York, like, here's the thing about New York City. Like, if you have a bad time in New York City, I feel like that's because you didn't know the rules before you got here. You gotta know the rules before you get here, man. Every city has rules, right? And one of the cardinal rules of New York City, mind your business. It should say that when you land in New York. Welcome to New York, mind your business. Right? That's what forget about it means. It means forget what you just saw. Because what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but what happens in New York never happened. Why are you snitching? Like, why would you say anything?
I just like having my own thing to do during the day. I like to do whatever I want, and I get that when I'm on the road. I don't get that when I'm at home. If it's a family trip, I have no say whatsoever. Not long ago, we went to Amish country. I don't know if anybody's ever been to Amish country, but that place sucks. It is terrible. Not fun. You know what I didn't like? I'll tell you what I didn't like. The people. I didn't like the people. I found them to be very hypocritical, you know, because they're like, we don't believe in electricity, but we'll use it if we need to run your Visa card. And I don't like that attitude. And I told him, I said, go big or go home, Ezekiel. Don't plug up, dude. It's a slippery slope. And he didn't like me, you know, probably because his name wasn't Ezekiel, and I kept trying to guess what it was. I was like, Abraham. No. Jebediah? No. All right, I'll stop. The only reason I agreed to go in the first place was if I was allowed to take pictures and document the whole trip on social media. And the first time I took a picture, I get scolded by this Amish guy. He's like, sir, we would appreciate if you're going to take pictures, you didn't take them of us. And I said, why is that? He goes, pictures give people a sense of pride. We don't like to do things that make us feel proud. I'm like, you're charging $3,000 for a kitchen table without any chairs to go with it. I'm pretty sure you're proud of that table, all right? Why don't you worry about filling in that mustache? Because you look silly. I don't care how good your pretzels are. I'm never coming back here again. Are you kidding me? Not proud? Really? Why don't you tell me for the 5th time how you put that barn up in one day, okay? I don't need this. I left him a scathing Yelp review. I never heard back from a manager.
So my birthday, I was angry and I was driving. Everybody knows when you're angry and you're driving, you crash. So I was speeding really hard. I get pulled over, right? The cop gets out of the car. It's a black cop, so immediately I'm like, yeah, about to get a discount. So he walks over, right? He goes, let me see your license registration, please. I panicked and I gave him my Applebee's gift card. He goes, you trying to bribe me with an Applebee's gift card? Get out the car. And when he said that on the inside, I was like, it's my birthday. But on the outside, I just turned 19. I'm trying to be tough in front of my brother. I'm like, I got a car, don't matter to me, cuz. Oh, you gonna put cuffs on me? Okay, you think it's the first time I've been in cuffs? Because it was. I was like, these are so cold. And he goes, what's up with your attitude? And I was like, I ain't got no attitude. But I said it like that. So he starts to put me in the back of the cop car. As he's doing that on the inside, I was like, it's my birthday. But on the outside, I'm like, it's my birthday. And I peed on myself a little bit. It wasn't like a full amount of pee. It was right before the cutoff point. I was like, ooh, that was almost unstoppable. And so I get inside the back of the cop car because he wouldn't let me in the front. And he goes, hey, man, what's going on? I was like, it's my birthday. Everybody forgot. And then he checks my ID, sees it's my birthday, and says, all right, man, get out of here. I was like, are you serious? He goes, yes, I'm serious. Hurry up and get out before I change my mind. And I was like, oh, snap, man, but like I'm in cuffs right now. And he says, oh yeah, my bad, let me get out. Then he gets out, he unlocks the door, he uncuffs me, goes, hey man, just slow down. I was like, thank you so much, officer. I start walking back to the car, hit that little spin move, hey. You know that spin move where you try to wipe all the tears before your brother sees you crying? I did that one. And I get in the car, my brother's like, I already heard you crying. I was like, I don't care, it's my birthday. I'll cry if I want to. Like, you know, you would cry too if it happened to you. And, you know, the cop, he pulled up right next to me. And he rolled down the window and says, hey man, happy birthday. Pulls off. I'm like, wow, this man just stole my Applebee's gift card. The worst birthday ever, man.
I'm sorry I look like every cop that's been in trouble on the news. It's a weird time. You know, during the height of the pandemic, my friend calls me up. He goes, Mike, do you want to go to Spain this year for running with the bulls? I go, isn't that a bit soon? Remember last week when the air almost killed us? Remember 5 days ago we were almost murdered by the air? And now you want to go running with the bulls. Which I know that's what it's called, but that's not actually what you're going to be doing. Running with the bulls implies that the bulls have accepted you and you guys have decided to exercise together. What you're going to be doing is running from the bulls. Do you understand the difference? Running with, running from. Everybody's so focused on pronouns now. Maybe we should take a look at some of these prepositions. Running with, running from. He's kind of an unhealthy guy, so I took a shot at him. I go, instead of running with the bulls, why don't you just try running? Because you know what can kill you besides bulls? A sedentary lifestyle.
So yeah, man, the suburbs, there's stuff that happens there. I had a problem at this place called First Watch. It's a breakfast joint, you know, a tough place. And I go in there and they're like, it's a 20-minute wait. I'm like, okay, I can handle it. I'll do my time, you know. So I'm sitting in the chair, I'm reading the paper, and I guess this woman came in after me and she had a baby. And, you know, I didn't see her. If I'd have seen her, I'd have offered her my chair. But I didn't see her. So what she did, she just stood right next to me. She starts talking to her baby. But she's talking to me, all right? Like no, there's nowhere for us to sit down. There's nowhere for us to sit down. There's nowhere for us. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, ma'am, I didn't see you. Here, you can have my chair, you know? And then, you know, I stood right next to her. I didn't have a baby, all right? So I just started talking about newspaper. I was like, nah, newspaper, we gotta give her the chair. Nah, the tactic she's using, that's called passive-aggressive newspaper. She's a gutless woman. And she is using her infant child in this charade. She's miserable. I'm not afraid of an altercation. The suburbs are crumbling. They are. I saw this the other day. I saw a Domino's pizza being delivered to a McDonald's. That's not supposed to happen, okay? Like, I get it. It was probably the kids that work at McDonald's got tired eating hamburgers. Like, let's order a pizza. They should have told the guy to go around back. He was in line at McDonald's holding a pizza. It didn't look good. I mean, I get it. I get it. You guys been to McDonald's lately? Everybody that works there is a kid. Everybody. I want to talk to your supervisor. We'll go get Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith's 15, all right? We would go get our district manager, but his mom said he had too much homework. He can't come to work until next Thursday. Customer service is gone. It doesn't exist, right? I mean, I just have a rule now. If I give you money, you just say thank you. That's it. You just say thank you, okay? And they don't do it. They don't say thank you half the time. I was in this place and I gave them like $300. I paid $300 for something, and the girl goes, "Hey, how did you hear about us?" It's none of your business how I heard about you. Why don't you just be happy that I did hear about you? Next time that happens, I'm just gonna make something up to throw them off their little marketing research. How'd you hear about us? Well, I belong to a lot of hate groups, and they told me I was supposed to shop here. They said for every $1 I spend here, 68 cents goes back to the hate group. All the hate groups, even my favorite hate group, the I hate the people that ask how'd you hear about us hate group.
The only way I found out that we were not as wealthy as I thought was the first time I went over to a slightly richer family's house for Thanksgiving, and we all sat on the same kind of chair. I was blown away. I was like, you've got 11 of this one chair type? Are you secretly a duke of some sort? Like every holiday meal at my house would be like, Ivan, go get the computer chair for Grandma. I'm dragging it down the hall. I wanted the computer chair. My mom's yelling out of the kitchen, no chance. You are sharing the piano bench with your brother. And you know it. We didn't have a piano, by the way. It's just the bench. My uncle's at the end of the table sitting on a yoga ball. Got a hole in it nobody can find, so he's slowly sinking for the entire meal. I was like, I don't think we're as rich as I thought.
But I watched that movie Little Women. Watched it on my iPhone. Get those women even littler? It's so small, couldn't believe it. I'm on the iPhone, I'm mucking about on there. I'm always trying to be ahead of the tech game. Do you know what I mean? You have to be one step ahead because you don't know what they're going to do to you. I'm trying to be ahead of big tech. I was like born into the computer era, you know? I thought I'd be always good with computers. Like I thought I could do computers forever. 5 years old, that's the first time I ever went on a computer and I was like, I'm good at this. Like I knew what to do on there. Like I knew which ads not to click on, like which blokes not to talk to. I was safe on there. I had Norton antivirus running on full blast. I'm like, I'll never get aged out of this. That was my thought. I'm 27 years old now. Like I've already been aged out. Can't believe it. Nowadays, I log on to Google Chrome. It's saying I got 280 compromised passwords. I'm like, what do you want me to do about it? Like, I'm not about to change 280 passwords. I'd rather just change my life. Like, I'll be someone else, I reckon. They reckon you got to have a unique password for every website. I'm like, I don't even remember my dad's birthday. And that's my password, like.
I come with a lot of stuff back when I was in college, right? It's easier to have fun. When you're going to school, have less responsibilities. I had fun with an ant infestation. Might sound unusual, but it's true. I had a terrible, terrible ant infestation my senior year, like thousands and thousands of ants. Never considered calling an exterminator. Overjoyed that they were pouring into the house. Why call an exterminator? You don't call for backup, when you've declared war. Those ants march into a house of death. I used to like to lure them onto the kitchen counter with some maple syrup. Maybe they think it was a sign of peace. Maybe I wanted to sign a tiny little treaty with them. They were horribly mistaken. I'd let them gather, then I'd get a can of WD-40 to match. Hello, napalm. This is war, ants. I'd burn them, but I'd leave a few alive, and I'd watch them walk back into the wall and pretend they were sending a message to the Queen. He's gone mad, Your Majesty. He burned Richard. It's exactly how they talk inside my head. If you want to have fun with ants, but you don't want to actually hurt them like that, you can also just kind of psychologically torture them. I discovered how to do that as well. Take one ant, put him in a Tupperware container full of sugar, seal him in, and just start laughing. This is his worst nightmare. All the sugar he could ever want, nowhere to take it. Walk around and around, just losing his tiny mind. After like an hour, you take him out, throw him back on the anthill, and laugh some more. They're gonna have questions he can't answer. We smell the sugar, Nigel. Where is it? I do not know, sire. I do not know. Yeah, those ants were British. All ants are British because they colonize.
We were walking towards an Asian family. There were 7 of them. None of them were higher than my chest. Now, does that mean I think all Asian people are short? No, of course not. I know Asian people are taller than me. I'm just telling you these are the facts of this particular story. So the grandparents passed us, and then the parents passed us, and the children passed us. And my son slowed down, and he looked at me, and he goes, "Do you think Godzilla was just a normal-sized lizard?" And my daughter said, "Isn't that racist?" And I said, "We will figure that out when I'm done laughing. Because sometimes you just gotta let her buck."
And this is strange, but my entire family and I, including my mom, are actually world champion foosball players. Yeah, thank you. And my mom is in the Foosball Hall of Fame. Yeah. But every time my mom gets a new nurse, the nurse will always ask her about her life. And my mom always goes, "Well, I'm in the Foosball Hall of Fame." And every nurse goes, "Sure you are." Mm-hmm. And I'm always standing there like, "Oh, yeah, no, I know that sounds made up, but I swear it's real." And the nurse is like, "Hey, you don't have to." And I'm like, "Lady, I swear to God, I can show you her trophies, I can show you a video of her playing." And that's when the nurse starts to look at the other nurses like, "Oh, does the daughter have dementia too?" It's like a T-Mobile family plan of dementia.
I work in television. I watch a lot of television. I think I have a pretty refined taste in television, actually. I mostly watch a channel called A&E, which stands for Arts and Entertainment. It's very classy. My favorite show on A&E, maybe my favorite show of all time, is a TV show called Intervention. Okay? If you haven't seen Intervention, how do I describe it? Well, it's basically a prank show. And the way it works is a production company descends on some awful little town, and they are looking for a huge drug addict, right? And they find a drug addict, and they go up to him, and they're like, "Hey, man, we heard you're pretty good at taking drugs." And he's like, "Pretty good? I'm the best, you know? I'm incredible. It's all I do." And they're like, "Awesome. Well, I mean, would you ever consider getting high on camera?" And he's like, "It would be an honor." And then for the first 40 minutes of every episode of Intervention, they just follow this guy around as he gets so high on camera, like incredible. Like every episode of Intervention, there is a moment where you're like, this guy is a pro. Like I have never been this high. In the third act, that's when things get real, right? The third act, the guy's comfortable doing drugs on camera. He's friends with the crew. And the main producer comes up to him and he's like, "Hey, so I don't know if you're open to this. It's just a pitch, but have you ever gotten like super high in a hotel conference room?" And the addict's like, "No, but that sounds dope. Let's do it. I'm down," right? And he walks into the hotel conference room all proud of himself, and then boom, it's all his friends and family. They hold an intervention for him. Pranked, you know? It rules.
I miss sarcasm. I feel like people on the East Coast are a lot more sarcastic than they are around here. You guys have a good sense of humor, but it's not the same. I look for it in people. I remember when we were moving out of our last apartment into our new apartment, my wife goes to the movers, which are just 3 giant Russian guys. She goes, we need to be out of this place and into our new place in 3 hours. Could we do that? What do you think about that? That's how much money we have. And one of the Russian guys goes to the other Russian guy. He goes, 3 hours. Maybe if magic happens. And I was like, good. That is good. I love knowing that guy has maybe 6 phrases in his back pocket to survive in a new country. And one of them is, maybe if a magic were to happen.
Yeah, but we're doing good. We just got a cat, so I'm always bleeding. And I wanted a dog, but then my girlfriend was like, well, then it wouldn't go to the bathroom where we breathe. And that was a good point. So we got a cat. And my girlfriend is horribly allergic to cats. But she always wanted one, so we got a hypoallergenic cat, which if you don't know, they are super expensive. So she doesn't know this, but it's actually just a regular cat that I shave every night. She's like, hey, what are you doing in there? I'm like, nothing. I work from home and have a cat. It's impossible to get anything done. People are like, working from home is just like working at the office. Really? At what office does your boss stick their hands under the doorway like this? How many coworkers have puked on your desk and left? It's a lot. I don't know if you guys know this, but a cat's purr actually helps lower your blood pressure, which is pretty convenient because everything else they do shoots it into the stratosphere. Which, by the way, not fair humans. We can never do stuff like that, you know? Like, someone can't come up to me like, you scratched my car, and I'm like, and then I just go between their legs. Yeah. But I love my cat. I love her a lot. I spoil her. I bought a lot of cat toys. You guys know cat toys. The little things that are the same size as the space underneath all of your furniture. Every cat toy I bought is now under something. If there's so many things with bells under my stuff, if there's ever an earthquake, you're gonna think Santa's here. It's great. Like, if I want to play with my cat, I gotta find it. I grab a toy, I throw it to my cat. She hits it under something. She looks at me like, "You get it." I'll get it. I'll throw it to her. She does it again. I'm playing fetch. I'm my cat's dog. So, we just got a second cat, and we did. We got a hairless cat. Yeah, that's always the reaction. No one can pretend. No one can pretend to like your hairless cat. Everyone is bad at it. I went to show my best friend a picture of my hairless cat. I know he tried to say aw. All he could get out was ho. Gee. You should give him your leather jacket. I love my hairless cat. Hairless cats, if you don't know, they're the most social breed of cat there is, and that's because they have to be. When you look like that, you need a strong personality. He's great, though. I love him. He's like having a little version of the old men at the Y. Yeah, I get him a little towel, so he always looks like he just got out of the shower. He's like, oh, you're home early. Okay. I thought I had more time. My next door neighbor, he's afraid of cats, regular ones. And then we got this thing. And recently, I came home at the same time as my neighbor. I opened my front door, and my hairless cat sprints down the hallway and down towards my neighbor. And you know those scary movies where the guy can't get his key in the lock? He just looked back. He was like, "Oh my God, why is it inside out?" Yeah, I like having cats though. Dog people, by round of applause. Who's got dogs in here? Oh, look at that. Look at the dog people. Great, cool, nice, good for you. You know, I will say you have it easier with the vet, and I know you don't think so, but your dog's been outside before, and they've been in a car. Like, by the time a dog ever gets to the vet, they're like, "Ha, that was really good. I did not see this coming." You got me. You can trick a dog. But my cats, they know immediately. I gotta look at them and go, "Get in the bag." Please get in the bag. By the way, my girlfriend got the Taylor Swift cat backpack, so yeah, guess who gets to wear that? Every vet appointment, I look like the new member of a K-pop band. I'm just like, "Hi," you know, like that's. It's stressful going to the vet. Why do they make us go in with our pet? Why am I doing that? I don't have a job in there. All you're doing is hurting my relationship with my cats. Because they just stare at me the entire time you're stabbing them. Like, they're like, "Are you gonna just sit there?" Like, it's not fun. They should, for an additional charge, I should be allowed to stay in the waiting room, and at the end of the visit, I get to rescue my animal. You know? Right? Like a little light comes on, and I just kick the door down. I'm like, "Put the cats in the bag." That would make the next part easier. When you give me the medicine that I gotta give them, my best friend, you gotta traumatize them twice a day? That's horrible. I'll be sitting with my cat, I'll be watching TV, and then my alarm goes off, and I gotta grab him by the back of the neck and shoot a syringe down his throat. And then I just go back to watching TV. And then he looks at me like, "What the hell was that?" And then when he feels better, he doesn't know it's because of what I did. He just thinks that's a weird, separate thing that I wanted to do. He's like, "Hey, I feel better, but what was with you yesterday? We gotta get you a hobby."
Saw this commercial the other day for these chips. Nor in the commercial they tell you how good the chips taste. The whole commercial was to tell you that the bag is now easier to open. That's all they talked about in the whole, that bag is easier to open than it used to be. I didn't even know that was like, have I just been super strong? My whole life, because I'll tell you right now, open a bag of chips, that's nothing to me. Anytime I want chips, I'm just like, chips.
Oh, I don't enjoy the bank. I hate going to the bank. I'm always in a rush when I go to the bank. I'm never prepared either. I never have one of those checking deposit slips on me. I have to fill it out there. You start filling it out, you see someone else walk in the bank, you have that little anxiety attack. You're like, no, drop the pen, no, drop it, no. Drop the pen, lady! No, I'm not gonna be last in line because I'm having a problem spelling 13, okay? I hate being the only one in the bank, too. That sucks. You still gotta walk through the ropes. How smart do you feel then, right? Hey! Yeah, hi. Go around, okay, all right. I'm gonna make a deposit when I get to the front area. That's what I'll talk to you in a minute. This is, all right, yeah. They should have a guy handing out cups of water. All right, thank you. All right, good. There better be a hunk of cheese at the end of this maze, I'll tell you that much. I didn't realize this either, but there's a line on the floor at the end of the ropes that you're not allowed to cross unless the bank teller nods you over. If you've ever walked right up to them, they freak out, right? "Hey, how you doing?" "Sir, get back! Sir, get back! You can't come up here yet. I am not ready, sir. We're busy. We will nod you over when we are ready to go." It's even worse at the airport. When you go to the airport, there's like a million ticket agents lined up for like a quarter mile long. I don't like being the next on line there. There's way too much pressure there. Everybody's pumped up. They're all going on vacation. They're all looking at you. Hey, man, you're next. Yeah, I know I'm next. Shut the hell up. I know. You're all worried. Got my luggage. You're all ready. I know where it's going, right? And the ticket agent people are very impatient, right? Next, I'll take the next person. Sir, you're next. Right over here. Sir, I will take you right over here, sir. Sir, right over here. Okay, I don't freaking see you. I don't know where you are. I don't know where you are. Everybody's pointing. It's over there. It's go there. I don't even know. Where do I go? What's over the other side? Sorry, I didn't know. I don't know. I don't know where to go. Sir, I'm looking right at you. Okay, that's not helping me. Marco! Then you're so pissed off by the time you get up there, you don't want to go on vacation anymore. Sir, did you pack your own bags? No, I had an Iranian guy named Phil plant a bomb in my... I love the questions at the airport because they make you feel real intelligent. Sir, do you know what's in your luggage? I tied a sock around my eyes and I packed with my feet. I'm thinking hot dogs and gunpowder. That's probably it. I like when the ticket agent tells you their job, too. They give you like a play-by-play of what they're doing. Right? It's like you care, or you don't know what they're talking about. I was like late for a flight and I gave her my ticket. I was like, here, can you take care of this, please? She's like, let me see what I can do. Okay, your ticket is a code fare basis red. Now what I can try to do, I can try to punch it in as a green. Let me see if this works here. Backspace, semicolon, capital P. No, see, it's not accepting it, okay? Because your ticket is a T15011-6 as it stands right now. Now, what we can try to make it is a T6-15-411, but we will receive... Whatever! I gotta get to the Big Apple, sister! Move it along! Susie with the wings and the hair in a bun, and I'm a vest. Punch it in and shut off. I hate when you're online with like a lot of luggage. That stinks. And then the line only moves like 4 feet. Right? Yeah. Thanks, sir. No, I gotta go. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we're good. Okay. Yeah, okay. Whew, it's a lot of luggage for a little amount of space, isn't it? Oh, we're moving again. We're going again. Okay.
But I want to talk about these bags. And this is one of those reusable shopping bags. And this one just happens to be made out of plastinium, you know? Just a coincidence. But where I'm from in Boulder, they want you to use these bags. And if you use one of these plastic shopping bags, they charge you $0.10 per bag. Tax, I know. And it always gets really quiet during this part of the show. Everybody's like, dude, just pay the damn dime, you know? And honestly, it would not be the first time I bought a dime bag in Boulder, but it makes me mad. Because I feel like I'm doing my part. Like I say, I'm a vegetarian, I ride the bus, and I don't care if you eat me. You could tackle a cow right in front of me and start gnawing on it. I'd be like, hey, I think that's your right, go ahead, you know? And if the cow started winning, I would jump down there and start fighting the cow with you. But it makes me mad. Like I say, 10 cents a bag, right? But here's what I found, and that is that these much smaller produce bags are free, you know? So I started bagging my groceries in these, and then I'm like, hey, I'm gonna need some help to the bus stop, because I have 83 of these. if you could send a bag boy, and that didn't sound right. So then I was like, bag person, and that sounded even weirder. So I was like, if you could just send your lowest paid employee, that would be great. So here's the other thing, though, like I go through the self-checkout, and it prompts you, and it says, how many bags would you like to purchase? So one day I was feeling my oats, and I'm like, hey, I hit 200 and hit send, So the manager comes out, and he goes, sir, you didn't mean to purchase 200 bags, did you? And that threw down to 20, and I said, I sure did, man. And I made him count out 200 of these plastic bags. And then I was like, Oprah, you get a bag, you get a bag. So, oh, thanks, man. So the manager comes out and he goes, sir, you have to stop. You can't do that. And I said, you can't stop me. I bought these bags. This is America. I'm doing it. And it turns out they could stop me. There was a lawsuit, and I'm no longer allowed to shop for groceries in Boulder. So now, a lot of comics sell T-shirts or CDs after the show. I'm selling this book, and I didn't write it, but I'm selling it. So I just have the one. So see me in a hurry if you're interested. And I'm also selling this. It's thin spaghetti. If you're listening at home, I'm selling some thin spaghetti. It's, I guess I should describe it. It's a 1 pound bag box of thin spaghetti. I did one of those things at the grocery store where you buy 10 and you get a really good deal. So I bought 10 of these, and then it turns out I'm not a fan of thin spaghetti. So $1 OBO. All right. Talk about this. This is a book called The Lunchbox Surprise, and it's not for sale, but I wrote an alternative ending to The Lunchbox Surprise, and I'm going to share it with you tonight. But I wanted to tell you this. I did this joke forever in the 90s, and then the illustrator and the author of The Lunchbox Surprise contacted me and said, hey, here's another surprise. We don't like you doing this, but... So now I'm going to go ahead, and this is how it starts, I swear. It's time for lunch, it's time to eat. The teacher says, now take your seat. All right, that starts off nicely, My lunch is best, say Jan and Pam. I'm going to call BS right off the bat on Jan and Pam. I haven't seen anybody's lunch. I don't know how many kids are in the class. It's like, calm down, Jan and Pam. Let's see how this thing plays out, I'm going to skip ahead because it does read a little long. Jan has peanut butter, bread, and jam. All right, that sounds pretty good, Okay. Dan has soup. Or no, I'm sorry, Pam has soup. Dan has ham. I'm giving it to Dan, man. He's packing the animal protein. Max has chicken, rice, and peas. I'm guessing Max is Mediterranean. I don't know. Just saying. I'm just saying, I hope he has his paperwork in order. But Sam has nothing, not a spot. Sam has nothing his mom forgot. I know. It takes a weird turn, man. I'm like, what is Sam's mom getting into that she's sending an empty lunchbox to school? That's the story I want to read. Sam is surprised, Sam is sad, Sam is hungry, Sam is mad. I don't blame him, he might be mad too, Now here's the part I wrote. Sam's mom is a witch, and that's no lie. If he keeps missing lunch, he's gonna die. Hey, thank you so much. So much fun.
I feared thermometers. I feared moths. Thunder debilitated me as a kid, okay? My mom, when we had a bad storm, my mom used to have to talk me down from the thunder. And she used to say, honey, don't worry about the thunder. That's just God. Bowling. You've heard that? Yeah, you've heard that? Why are you applauding that? Why would you applaud that? That's a lie right there. Why do we do that to children? Don't lie to me. Tell me the truth about thunder. The truth isn't bad. There's no need for a cover-up. Just, it's a cold front meets a warm front, boom, boom, you got some thunder there. You tell me, you fill my head up with fables? You fill my head up with fables. You tell me it's God bowling. I took that information to school. I walked into school that day like a confident meteorologist. So I was like, you guys are scared of this? That's just God and his good time pals. Tanya, calm down. That's just Jesus engaging in light recreation.
It's a sensitive time in this world. You know, a lot of people getting canceled. It's, you know, unless you've lived a perfect life, brace yourself. It's tough. Even like sometimes, you know, people that finally nitpick about something and they'll get him in trouble. Like honestly, I think if he was around right now, I think even Jesus would get canceled. If he was performing like all the same miracles, people would find something to, like right now, if Jesus cured a blind man, I bet half of the internet would praise him and be like, oh, it's amazing. What a miracle. Thank you, Jesus. The other half of the internet would be like, why didn't he cure a blind woman? Jesus is sexist. Men have had vision for long enough.
Lucky, of course. My wife, she's a fantastic cook, too, which is a huge bonus for me. I don't know how to cook. I never learned. I should have. My mom tried to teach me growing up. I was arrogant about it. I was like, I don't need to learn this now. I know where the grocery store is. I'll figure it out when I'm an adult. And then I tried to do that and realized that is impossible because if you don't know how to cook, you also don't know how to shop because foods are not together in the grocery store. The grocery store is a place where someone has disassembled foods and hid the pieces all over a building. I gotta wander around a warehouse trying to reverse engineer tacos from memory. So like I could cook, but it would just be worse. And that's no good for anybody because groceries cost the same regardless of your skill level. I found that out as well. I can't cut a deal with the butcher. Like, listen, I'm gonna ruin these steaks, I promise. We're talking brown all the way through. I don't know how to make them pink in the middle. I've never seen it. Anybody could knock a couple of bucks off? But no, there's no such thing as training steaks. So my wife cooks, and in exchange, I do the dishes. I'm told this is a very common arrangement with successful couples, right? Cook people love bringing it up. If you're not gonna cook, you gotta do the dishes. That's fair, that's even, that's the trade. And while I'm willing to do the dishes, I do not agree that this is an even trade. Now I know there are dish people in this room right now that are hesitant to get on board with me because you are sitting with the cook person in your life. And that is fine, stare straight ahead quietly. I'll say what needs to be said. Dishes sucks, all right, cooks? Sucks the whole time. It's not satisfying or fulfilling. There's no fun new dish recipes that we get to try. And it's even worse doing the dishes for someone who is cooking and knows that they will not be doing the dishes. Because this causes them to use every possible dish. I'll just put this mustard into a little bowl and then I'll put it in the pan. Just take it out of the jar and put it in the pan. For God's sake, run the spoon under some water for 3 seconds. Instead of just gluing it to the countertop. There you go, it lives there now. Get that off in the morning with a butter knife. Dishes is awful, right? It's what they threaten you with at a restaurant if you can't pay your bill. They don't mention the police. They're like, you're gonna have to do dishes, the worst thing in the world. Cooking's not even close. People love cooking, right? They devote their lives to it. There's entire TV shows where they watch other people do it. Every single one of the shows, they put a camera in their face. What are you gonna do if you win the cooking cook contest? And they all go, I'm gonna buy a restaurant so I can cook all the time. I love cooking. There is not one show devoted to dishes. We don't get a show. There's no show called Scrubbed. He's like, all right, under this cloth, there's a bunch of dirty dishes. You can use any kind of sponge you want. Everybody ready? It's all cast iron pans.
Our dog is a very special dog. He is actually an emotional support dog. He is a dog, and he requires a lot of emotional support. I want to get an emotional support animal vest for me, so people will know what I do for him, because I should get on airplanes for free. I gave him a Jewish name. His name is Mendel, and then he became Jewish. He has a lot of food allergies. He's really loud. And he always his favorite thing to do is to steal the remote to our TV. So I'm so afraid an anti-Semite will find out about this and be like, he's trying to control the media. My dog is actually a rescue. Is a lie I tell people when he behaves badly in public. Because those are just words. Those are words you can just say to people. And it just makes shame evaporate. Right? You're like, oh, wow. They start treating you like a good person all of a sudden. But I don't think there's actually that many rescue dogs out there. I think there's a lot of people trying to cover up. They didn't train properly. People used to ask a lot about my dog being a rescue when he was younger. I mean, he's a very good-looking dog. He's a mini Bernedoodle. So he looks like an alive Muppet. So you know why I chose him. And when he was younger, he was even cuter, and people would stop me on the street when I walked him. They'd be like, oh my God, your dog's so cute. Is he a rescue? Then I'd be like, this designer poodle? I don't think you know how the world works. Let me ask you this. Have you ever found a Dyson at the thrift store? Because the only way you rescue a dog this fluffy is foreclosure. I don't know if anyone here is considering getting a dog. If you are, you can ask yourself these questions. Do you have many open wounds that go unlicked? Do you find putting on or taking off socks to be too uneventful? Have you ever heard your doorbell and thought, yeah, that could be more annoying? Then I recommend dogs. These slippers are too easy to find. Some dogs can be really difficult, though. You don't know what you're going to get. Like, I have a friend whose dog is so difficult, he tells me his age backwards. I'll ask him, like, how old's your dog now? And then he's like, I think I have 7 years left. 6 if I cancel insurance, maybe. We got our dog as a puppy, which is a baby dog. I don't know if you know that. What happens when you get a puppy is you're really excited, everyone's excited for you, and then 2 weeks later, you have a nervous breakdown. Because every day your puppy gets stronger, and you get weaker, until it breaks you. Because you think you're getting a little baby dog, and that's not what it is. Sure, it has a baby dog body, shark teeth, Hannibal Lecter mind. They destroy so much stuff. There's so much property destruction. And you have 2 choices for how to deal with that. Either you can get angry and stressed out constantly, or you can embrace a Buddhist philosophy. I realized this because I came home, and for the second time in a row, my puppy had chewed through a brand new pair of Birkenstock sandals. And I was like, either he has now cost me $400 plus tax, or he's teaching me an important lesson about the pointlessness of material value. Namaste. I now understand that, like the sandals, I too am temporary.
Yeah. I liked Costa Rica. I've never been there before, and I had my first massage in Costa Rica. And yeah, hot stone massage. Anybody get a hot stone massage in here? Yeah? Couple people. If you haven't got one, I'll tell you the name is not that great. Like, they could do a little bit better with the naming. Something like, I don't know, Very Hot Stone Massage. Or like, hey guys, is this lava? That would also work. I don't think at any point during a massage should you go, are you ironing me? You're not removing my stress, you're cooking it. It's very rough. Also, no one ever told me that masseuses whisper in your ear. That was new to me. Okay, well, all right, going by your faces, maybe she didn't work there. Nobody. She whispered in my ear. I'm not making that up. I'm not gonna forget. I'll never forget what she said. She goes, all right, I want you to take a big whiff from my hand, and you're gonna smell citrus. And I was like, I've fallen for this before. Who sent you, Jeff?
It was so much easier to make friends when you're a kid, right? I remember when I was 6, Craig moved in next door, he was 6. We were both just like, oh, age and proximity. That's all we need, best friends for life. Some guy my age moves in next door to me now. I'm like, if this guy talks to me, I will be furious. It's so easy to hang out when you're a kid. You just invite him over to play. You don't even have to be specific. He always comes over. We always have a great time. And we're always mad to be called for dinner. Do you remember liking life that much? That you're annoyed about dinner? Always asking to be excused. Please, can I go back to my life? How much eating do we have to do in this house? Kids hate meals and bedtime. That's all I have now. Right? I call those the big two. And if I ever do hang out with another male friend now, it's never playful anymore. It's always like, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. You want to get together and eat? We could like talk and eat. Best case scenario, there's a big game on TV. We don't even have to speak. We can just watch other men playing. They're playing well. I love that. Don't you love it when our favorite men play well? They always play better when they play together, huh? That play was unbelievable. Let's touch hands. That was so nice. Maybe after this we could play. Yeah, no, you're right. We ate a lot. Sleep would be incredible. You're always right. You're my best friend. I'll see you again in 2 years. Sometimes I don't think we give kids enough credit for how traumatic grade school is. Remember 6th grade, phys ed, run a 7-minute mile in street clothes? And then just straight to math. Shouldn't have worn hiking boots today. Smells like a locker room in here. You kids ready to learn about parabolas? My heart rate is parabolic. Recess is right after lunch because that's how digestion works. Yeah. Yeah, now that you've had spaghetti with milk. Seems like a good time to go run around in a parking lot. They all puked again. Good thing we have our one janitor. I think if I'd live one day on a grade school schedule, it would be the worst day of my adult life. Starting the day at 6 a.m., standing on a street corner, in the rain, waiting on a bus with no seatbelts or schedule. Jostles you to homeroom. That's your coffee, is the jostle. Homeroom, you're not allowed to speak. No phones, no music, no gum. Do I have any human rights? No speaking. Now pledge your loyalty to your country. Go on, pledge how much you love America. I'm 7. And admit that there's a God. Admit that there's one God. Go ahead. My parents are agnostic. Well, I won't tell them. Go ahead. Admit that there's one God, and you can say it quiet. All right, you're free to go to first period U.S. history as taught by the JV football coach. Enjoy his unique perspective. A lot of hot takes on the Constitution. A lot of gun stuff in the pop quiz. Old Coach Hines. Coach Hines, he would time you for getting water. Kids stand in line and he would go 1, 2, 3, time. That's all the water you get as a child. Is a fast 3 seconds. I think kids are going through school dehydrated. If he liked you, he'd go 1, 2, 3, and time. That's if he liked you.
And however you're raising your kids and how I'm raising my kid, it's so much gentler than we were raised in the 80s and 90s. You know what I mean? Like if I fell and skinned my knee, got a bloody knee in the 80s, the parent book move, like the compassionate move, was my parents would be like, "You're all right." And I'd be like, "Oh, wow." Thanks for invalidating my entire reality. I'm gonna like something weird sexually because of this. Pain is all right, you say? It begins! And now what we do, it's called gentle parenting. I'm not even making fun of it, I like it. If my daughter skins her knee, you just acknowledge it. You just tell her she's real. You just go, "Oh yeah, big feelings. You're having a hard time. You exist. You are a citizen of this earth. I see you. And the only way you could express yourself was to start a fire in Daddy's study. I see that." I'm not even making fun of it, I like it. I just wish my daughter knew how much better she has it than we had it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to tell her, but I want someone to tell her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I sometimes fantasize like a portal could open up and like a ghost could come out, like a Charles Dickens, like a friendly ghost with a top hat. She could come out and whisk my daughter away and take her to a scene from my childhood so she could compare. You know what I mean? Like a Christmas Carol, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you an example. I was giving my daughter, Leela, her name is Leela, I was giving Leela a piggyback, and she's tall like her dad, so I'm feeling her on there. And then she let go with her legs, but she held on with her hands. And she got me on an exhale, so it was dire. She doesn't know how the human body works, so she's laughing. I'm tapping, trying to tap out. She doesn't know what the that means. She's not a Rogan fan. We're raising her right, you know what I mean? So I had to break her grip. I broke her grip. She lands on her feet. I turn around, and she's sad. And then, Portland, I apologized. And I meant it. I was like, oh, baby, you wanted to choke daddy? I'm sorry I couldn't provide that experience for you today. And it's moments like that that I wish the portal would open up and the ghost would come out and take my daughter's hand like, come, child. I'll take you to a moment in Peter's childhood when his father apologized to him. And they go in the portal and it's just perfect darkness and silence. My daughter's like, but Spirit, there's nothing here. And he's like, exactly. Yeah. Whenever I've wanted my dad to apologize to me for hurting my feelings, I always just end up apologizing to him for having hurt feelings. And that's not a big laugh line, but if you go home feeling a little bit less alone, that's also my job. You know what I mean? Sure. And then a portal opens and a ghost takes me to my dad's childhood. He's 6 years old, he already has 2 full-time jobs. He's eating a broken glass sandwich. I'm like, oh, sorry, sir. Yep. We all have our reasons, don't we? Love you, Pop. Love you. You know what I wasn't ready for as a dad? There's this weird phenomenon, how much more you love your kids than other people's kids. And I know, that's not a polite thing to say. But if we can't talk here, you know what I mean? Let's talk here. It's a real phenomenon. I love all children, but I love my baby girl so much more. You can't help it. Like, I'll give you an example. I'm not proud of this story. But I'm also not ashamed of it. You know what I mean? Like, we were at a birthday party. It was in a park. My daughter was 3 years old at the time, and there was a carousel. She had never seen a carousel in her life. She was transfixed. She lit up, and I went up to her and I said, baby, I promise we're gonna ride that carousel, you and me. Before the day is done, we're gonna ride the carousel together. She smiled. It warmed my heart. That's a sacred thing. That's a daddy-daughter promise. You don't mess around with that. A couple hours later, a friend of mine who knows I made that promise comes running up to me and goes, Pete, it's the last carousel ride of the day. So I scooped Leela up and I ran as fast as I could across the field towards the carousel. We got there just in time. We got in line. At that very moment, my friend Scott, that's his real name, that's an unnecessary betrayal. My friend Scott runs up to me. He's white as a ghost. He's out of breath. He goes, Pete, have you seen River? I can't find River. You couldn't find his kid. We were in line. It's a biological urge. They were letting people through the turnstile. I'm not proud, but this is a true story. I went like this. I went, oh no. River. What was she wearing? Blue? Blue overalls? And then I was whisked away by a wooden horse with a frozen face. As soon as the ride started, I regretted it. This is true. So when the ride was facing the park, I would keep an eye out so I wouldn't feel like a total piece of shit. So it was like this. It was like, River! You can't help from a horse. What would I do if I saw her? Stay put, baby! Help is coming, not from me. I'm engaged in whimsy. Yeah, they found her. That would be up if I was like, and she's gone. Yeah, she's gone. I really regret my decision. I should have lent a helping hand. She was barely gone one carousel ride. I want to care about everybody. There's just so many of us.
Taco Bell is amazing. You guys like Taco Bell? Yeah, that's a very polarizing restaurant. No one's ever on the fence about Taco Bell. You just say it and people are like, absolutely, or hard pass. which is a constipation joke, but also a firm no. I respect Taco Bell because they know what I just said. They know if you're gonna eat there, you're gonna eat there. You ever seen a commercial for Taco Bell? Never makes sense. Doesn't have to. Doesn't affect the bottom line. They'll put out a product that has the exact same ingredients as 6 other products on their current menu. They just change the name or shape of it and try to make you feel dumb when you call them out on it. They're like, you've never had this. This is seasoned steak, lettuce, cheese, tomatoes, and sour cream encased in a flour tortilla. How does that sound? I mean, it sounds like a steak burrito. Well, it's not. One more time for the new guy. All right, steak burrito. See it right here? It's rolled up. Big deal. This, guys, what we did here is we fold in the sides and we press it with a t-shirt iron. What is so hard to understand about the technology we've invested to make crunch wraps? That's it. They make up food names. Like, those things don't exist. There's no such thing as a crunch wrap. Their dessert menu's a joke. They just take other desserts you've heard of and change it a little bit. They're like, we're the only ones that have Cinnabon bites. Isn't that just a cut up Cinnabon? I mean, yeah, but we cut it up for you, okay? You could say gracias. My bad. Is there like a cool container you're gonna serve them to me in? No, man, it's just a drink cup. But we gave it a Slurpee lid so you could cut your fingers trying to get the ones off the bottom. So, de nada. I remember several years ago, the Hostess company went bankrupt, and then a month later, an unknown entity saved them from bankruptcy. I thought for sure it was Taco Bell. I was waiting on that commercial forever, right? It's the Twinkie burrito. We have stuffed a Twinkie full of taco meat. Some people are like, ooh. Potheads are like, absolutely. Sir, would you like Twinkie cream or sour cream? I don't care if it's coffee cream. I would just like my Twinkie burrito, some fire sauce, 2 Ho-Ho Lupas, and a Mountain Dew. I would like the Baja. Guys, we got an obesity problem in this country. And I know you're like, is this dude about to make fun of fat people while using his stomach as an armrest? And the answer is yes. It's not that funny, lady. All right, just relax. Thought I could fool you with the track jacket. They sell these to anybody. You don't even have to be a runner. My weight's gone up and down my whole life, and I blame the Book It program. If you don't know what the Book It program is, when I was in elementary school, Pizza Hut decided that the best way to solve the illiteracy problem was to offer children a free personal pan pizza if they read 4 books, or told their teacher that they read 4 books. And I mean, it was awesome when you were a kid, right? You got pizza for doing homework, but 30 years later, nobody's making you read books and you're hooked on pizza. That's kind of what I'm going through right now. I knew I had to drop some weight because I reached the point where I thought people were talking about my weight all the time, whether they were or not. That's just where my head was. Like when the Delta flight attendant asked me to switch seats to balance out a Canadair regional jet, that'll ruin your day real quick, okay? Because if I think about it, it's not me. It's where I'm sitting versus where there's too many empty seats. But if you're self-conscious about your weight, that's not what you hear. What you hear is, sir, if you move 10 feet that way, the whole plane will fly properly. Could you help us out? Could you help us out? And if you have to use the restroom, please ring your call button so we can send 2 people to your seat. Okay, I don't want to turn this thing into a space shuttle. We're just trying to get to Florida. I don't know. I rationalize too much, right? I think, you know what? Everybody loves food. Why do I have to change? And it's true. Everybody does love food. Bath & Body Works was selling a candle that smells like mashed potatoes. How fat are you? Okay? When you want your bedroom to smell like buttered mashed potatoes. This fat. Turns out I got the gravy one too. It smelled amazing. It was a great deal. It was buy one, get one. And I got a free bottle of fried chicken body wash because I opened up a credit card to pay for it. Like, it was a good deal. Number one show on TV 6 years in a row was Man vs. Food. Yeah, they're doing it again. They got a new guy because the first one exploded or whatever. We don't need to do that show again. I learned everything I was supposed to learn the first time around. I watched that show as if it were a documentary meant to show America what will happen to your body if you eat unhealthy every day for 6 years. If you watch it like that, it works. You could leave here tonight. Go to YouTube. Do a search for Man vs. Food. Watch a clip from season 1, then immediately watch a clip from season 6. You'll notice a difference right away. That guy was way skinnier when he started, and he had an amazing vocabulary. Where'd that go? Watch season 1. He's very articulate. He's like, folks, there is a symphony of flavor going on in my mouth right now. When I bit down, I got heat from the peppers, I got sweet from the relish, little salt from the bacon. This place, they've done it, I'll tell you. They have made perfect harmony in the form of a sandwich. And then 6 years later, he's like, this is yummy. This is really good. It's too easy to eat terrible. It's everywhere, and I fall for it. I see some gimmick food, they're like, this is the most calories ever, and I'm like, I gotta try that. Wendy's has a sandwich called Son of Baconator. Their food is making babies when they're closed to sell the next day. Little sandwich children. Golden Corral, that place is still a thing. You ever go to Golden Corral? You can go once. Can't go twice. Because when you go that first time, you learn there are no rules. There is no code of conduct. That's why it's called Golden Corral. It's just like the Old West of eating. I was like, maybe this was a bad idea. We tried to leave. The guy's like, sir, is there a problem? Look, man, I appreciate you giving me access to a chocolate fondue fountain for $9. The problem is I just watched the guy walk by with his prime rib. I was like, hey man, that's not gravy. I know. What is that you got? Whipped cream on corn on the cob. It's called cream corn. But I've needed to lose weight for a while, and I feel like I tried everything, you know, and I would talk about it on stage, and then people would yell out how they think I should lose weight, you know. One lady's like, you should go vegan. And I don't know if there's any vegans in here with enough strength to raise your hand, but look, if you can do it, good for you, okay? I can't do it. I've only had one vegan experience. It did not go well. I was in Jacksonville, and I was walking down the street, and I passed a bakery with all these beautiful things in the window. So I just kind of poked my head, and I go, excuse me, ma'am, what's that right there on the bottom? And she goes, that's a root beer float donut. And we just took it out of the oven about a half hour ago. Do you want one? I was like, no, I want two. But only put one in the bag, because the other one ain't making it out of this store. So she hands me the one over the counter. I take a bite as we walk to the register, and I was like... Oh. She's like, are you okay? I was like, I think you made this wrong. She goes, no, I didn't make it wrong, sir. Are you not aware that you're in a vegan bakery? I was like, I don't even know what that means. And so she points to this sign behind the counter, and it says, no product contains an ingredient that comes from an animal. And I was like, well, that's ironic, because this is some bullshit. No, I didn't say it, but I should have said it, because she deserved to hear it. And she did deserve to hear it. She should have known when I came through that door, I was in the wrong place. Look at me. Look at me! I guarantee I don't look like any of her regulars, okay? And I would have had a lot more respect for her if she would have been like, sir, I I think you might want the place down the street. Don't worry, it happens all the time. They'll have everything you're looking for. Milk, eggs, butter, taste. Right down the street. It's like 4 blocks. I'm sure you'll call an Uber. You can wait inside. It's fine.
You could be any witness that you want to be. I started doing comedy in Ohio when I first started. My friends and I, you're always a broke person as a comedian, looking for ways to make money. Well, my one friend told me about this thing where you can sue somebody on court television, and the court show actually pays whoever wins, and it doesn't go on anybody's record. So we started just making up cases to sue each other, and then just split the money and make sure the plaintiff wins. I was a witness on Judge Alex. My team won, and I'm glad we won because I needed the money at the time.
Man, I'm just glad we got this money. I needed the money so bad. I'm broke. I have like 3 frozen hamburgers at home. I can't afford to buy toothpaste.
You could be any plaintiff that you want to be. I was on Judge Joe Brown as a plaintiff. You can be any defendant that you want to be. I was on Judge Alex again as a defendant. I went a few years later. I used my middle name to slip past the producers. And this one I played a promoter. I was supposed to promote my friend's Battle of the Beards contest, and I kind of just blew him off and didn't do anything. And when I got to court, I really didn't have much of a defense at all either. And Judge Alex was not impressed with me.
To me, I just think communication was failed.
Communication was failed?
I agree.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I just think it was just a misunderstanding, and I don't understand why it's got to be like this.
How much weed do you smoke?
You could be any journalist that you want to be. This is a company called Mande. They're a multi-level marketing company, aka a pyramid scheme, where the only people who make money that work for them are the people at the top of the pyramid, all the executives. Everyone else just ends up wasting a bunch of time or losing money, actually. In addition to being one of these companies, they're also been known for making people lose their hair. Yeah, they have like skin products that were making people lose their hair. So I emailed them and pretended to be a reporter from a newspaper I made up called the Coloradoan Times. Signed, my name is Jackie Jones. I emailed them a meme I made of their CEO. I photoshopped him bald and said, if you like the Vin Diesel look, you should try our hair products because they'll make you bald. They wrote back and said, it's absolutely, unequivocally not from their CEO. So I said, okay, we'll make note that he didn't say anything about Vin Diesel. However, we do have something Vin Diesel said about him. I said, we can share that with you too before we run our story. They're like, yes, we absolutely want to see that story and quote before you run it. So I was like, okay, yes, this is directly from Vin's reps. I've relied on Monat to keep me bald for years. So after this email, the next email I got was from their lawyers. And they sent me a multi-page demand letter. It mentioned Vin Diesel like 6 times. And they said that you can tell it's not their CEO by a simple Google search. They said if Jackie or the Coloradoan Times publishes this, they'll take swift legal action. And then they gave me a deadline to confirm that I won't publish this. And then they said if you have any questions or want to address this issue further, please contact us or have your attorney do so. So I had my attorney do so. I wrote them and said, on January 28th, 2021, you threatened to take swift legal action. I'm reaching out to inform you that if you take any legal action against Jackie or the Coloradoan Times, even just a tiny hair of legal action, I'll respond by photoshopping every Monad executive bald. These photos will be posted on the internet and made easily accessible by a simple Google search. In addition, I'll get in touch with every bald celebrity to ask them if they'd be interested in promoting Monad, and that list includes, but is not limited to, Pitbull, Charles Barkley, Samuel L. Jackson, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Larry David, Seal, Terry Crews, and the Dalai Lama. You have until Friday, January 29th, 2021 at 8:59 a.m. Mountain Standard Time to read this email. That time has already passed. If you have any questions or wish to address this issue further, please do not hesitate to contact a Jones. Sincerely, Jackie Jones. Jones, Jones & Jones, LLC, attorneys at law. You mess with Jones, you get the Jones. So I shared this online, and someone saw it, I guess, and then they sent me a link to a Zoom party that all of the executives, all the people at the top of the pyramid at Monat were having together. So I joined as Trey Angle, and it got a little awkward in there.
And I see one face I don't recognize. Who is Mr. Angle?
Hey, I'm Trey.
And they removed Trey from the meeting. So I tried rejoining. I changed my name really quick and tried to rejoin, and they let me back in. So I was able to say,
You mess with the Jones, you get the Jones.
You could be anything.
The Tooth Fairy. The whole concept of the Tooth Fairy is cuckoo bananas. You know, when I found the Tooth Fairy was a nightmare situation for me. I found out about the Tooth Fairy the day I lost my first tooth. Not a year, not a month. They forgot to tell me. I found out the day I lost it. I'm 6. I have to process this information by nightfall. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I was like, Dad, let's just get this out of the way. A woman is going to access the home this evening. Despite the locks. To take a piece of my mouth? And you're signing off? Middle of the night, some no-name hussy is gonna saunter in here while I'm eyeballs deep in a REM cycle? No name, by the way. No name. That's not a red flag. She only goes by her job title? If I had someone walk up to me like, hey, I'm Stan, this is my wife, regional manager. I'd be suspect of Stan and Reach right away. I said, Dad, why don't we put it in the mailbox? Clean transaction, everybody wins. He said, she only flies here if it's under the pillow. I said, she has wings? I need to call Jason. Jason was my best friend at the time. I wanted to call him to warn him. What would I even say? Jason, listen, there's not a lot of time. A no-name floozy is coming for your teeth tonight, and the deadbolt don't mean ish. I said, Dad, we don't know this woman. What if she's having a bad day? She comes in here and she starts taking other body parts. Like, what if she got up on the wrong side of her cocoon and she comes in and she's just like, she takes my kneecaps. Now I have no caps. Dad, now I have no caps. Are they baby caps? Will I get these caps back, Dad? How much will I get for these caps, Dad? I had extensive questions about the caps. He said, she'll give you $1. I said, $1? Why didn't you lead with that? I was 6. It was 1982. $1? I felt like Mark Cuban. I was like, I'm going to buy a Little League team with this money. I would have walked into the playground like, oh, your mom is getting gum today. I said, you know, let's try to go to sleep. All right, $1. So that was a motivation. So I went to sleep, fell asleep eventually, and I woke up sometime in the middle of the night. And when I woke up, I was frozen, okay? And I started to inch my hand up my body slowly as to not make a big fuss because I don't know what this woman is capable of. And I reached around my neck and I felt paper and I pulled it out and it was $1. And you would think, from what I told you, that I was happy. I felt extremely violated. I immediately went, help! She's in the house! I heard my dad's footsteps like, you ready? He's like, what's the matter? I go, she's in the house! She may still be in this house! I said, get my tooth back! He couldn't calm me down. Hysterics. He had to take me out of my bed at 2 a.m. He walked me down the hall to the kitchen, and he showed me. Right on the kitchen counter was an envelope. He opened it, and my tooth was in it. I believed in the tooth fairy for 4 hours. He still couldn't calm me down. And I'm like, no, I'm just crying, I'm flailing. He's like, look at me, stop. He's like, Sal, I just showed you the tooth. You're okay. I did that. I'm the tooth fairy. That's your tooth. You don't have to worry. You gotta understand something though. I was 6 years old. It was 2 a.m. and I was dealing with a lot of trauma. And I received that information not as there is no such thing as the tooth fairy. I thought that he was telling me that my father was the fairy. I went, what do I call you now? That's how confused I was. I forgot about the fairy for a second. And my main concern was, well, how shall I address this man going forward? Everyone thinks they're so progressive. I was having the pronoun conversation 40 years ago. Thank you very much. I know now he's not the fairy. He's one of our helpers.
My new fear, now that COVID has subsided, is being pushed onto the subway tracks. I don't know if you guys get our news here in Nashville, you know? The Nashville Tribune or the Nashville Inquisitor, I'm not sure what your paper is called. But we're pushing each other on the subway tracks. And the big problem is, you don't know who's gonna push you. If it was one person, we could strategize around that individual, but it could be anybody. And I'll tell you what the answer isn't. Asking each person on the platform if they're thinking about pushing. Because I saw a guy who looked suspicious and I said, sir, you don't look right. Are you thinking about pushing? He goes, I wasn't before you mentioned it. But to be honest, now that you brought it up, it sounds like it might be refreshing. Yeah, guys, it's pushing season. So I just assumed I'm getting pushed, you know. Every time I'm on the platform, I get in a stance. Knees slightly bent, head on a swivel. You know, good form, getting ready to get pushed. Because I feel like if I get pushed, a lot of the trains are delayed. I can pop back up. Now I'm in that guy's head, you know? So no one talks about the pop-up. You're ready to get pushed, and you get pushed, and you pop back up. It shows that guy I'm resilient, right? He's just gonna push me in front of a train, dog. Am I relating to some of the younger people that way? Maybe, should I say dog at the end of the jokes? It's just, I'm trying to relate to the Gen Zs. So I'm on the platform, knees slightly bent, head on a swivel, ready to get pushed. I see a guy I know, he's a waiter at one of the clubs I work. I go, hey man, what's up? How was your pandemic? He goes, pretty good. I go, are you going back to work soon? He goes, I don't do that anymore. I sell Bitcoin now. He goes, do you know what Bitcoin is? I go, I don't think anyone actually knows what Bitcoin is. He goes, well, let me explain it to you. And about 5 minutes into the explanation, I was like, I'd rather you just push me onto the tracks. So now I'm taking Lyft, and I know you guys probably don't take Lyft, you know, because you guys have cars. I'm sorry, trucks. I don't like Lyft, you know. I like to put in where I'm going. I want Lyft to give me the price and how long it's going to take to pick me up. And Lyft initially does that, but then they start negotiating, and I don't like that. They're like, hey, Mike, instead of picking you up in 4 minutes, how about we knock $1.75 off and we pick you up in 22 minutes? Would that be cool? No, Lyft, that would not be cool. I'm in a dangerous neighborhood. I might not be alive in 22 minutes. Well, how about we knock $4 off and we send you a car with a driver who may or may not be drunk? You might have to actually drive. How about we knock $8 off and we just send you a guy, no car? I go, is this even Lyft anymore? This feels like Grindr. This feels like a gay hookup app. And I am not gay. But I do love a discount. So I guess it's decision time for me. And how much feedback does Lyft need? I'm flying out of LaGuardia, which is one of our airports in New York. I fly out like at 6 a.m. I get to the airport, my phone's blowing up. I'm like, who's calling me this early? Who's texting me? It's Lyft. With a bunch of questions. How was the ride? Rate the driver. Review the ride. Give him a tip. Give him a compliment. I'm like, oh my God. I wanted a ride to the airport. I didn't want to become a foster parent. How much work is this? So I just did it old school, verbally. I go, Farik. His name was Farik. I say to him, I go, Farik, 4 out of 5 stars. You got me to the airport beautifully, but you were yelling at your wife in Farsi the entire trip. And I feel obligated to tell you that yelling is toxic and problematic. It's no longer ethnic. It is now toxic and problematic. Have you guys been flying during the Pandisi? The Pandas? The Pandas. But all my flights have been delayed because they're cleaning and sanitizing the plane. That's what they say. We're cleaning and sanitizing every part of the plane. And it's like, can you get there 15 minutes early to clean and sanitize? They go, no, we're cleaning and sanitizing. That's the reason for our delays. Nobody overslept. We're cleaning and sanitizing every part of the plane. So I get on the plane and I head to the emergency row. That's where I sit. I'm a hero. And there's crumbs in my seat. So I go to the flight attendant. I go, did you clean and sanitize the plane? She goes, we cleaned and sanitized every part of the plane. I go, what'd you clean it with, cookies? And then I was gonna ask for seat reassignment. If you're not comfortable in the emergency row, you guys know that you can do that. You can ask for a seat reassignment. But have you ever asked for seat reassignment? They get real mad. You get more support asking for gender reassignment than you do for seat reassignment. I don't want you to think that I don't follow the rules. I do follow the rules. My problem is when someone is trying to exert power over me. I don't like that. If it's just the rules, I'll follow them. But when someone's trying to exert power, I buck. Example, I'm flying out of John F. Kennedy Airport. It's one of the airports we have in New York. So I'm taking my little bag, you know. I never check luggage. I have 5 outfits like this. So I take my little bag. Before I even get close to the woman, she goes, "You're gonna have to check it. You're gonna have to check that. You will have to check it." And I go, "But it's my emotional support bag. I have things in there that I need for emotional support. I watch you guys let people take dogs and pigs and chickens onto the plane. I would like to take my emotional support bag on." She goes, "Sir, that's not real." I go, "Apparently, miss, you don't know that much about mental health, because it's very real." Now, I have a letter from my doctor. And I gave her the letter, and she read it, and she goes, "This letter is fake." And I go, "I know, I'm a liar. That's part of my disability. I need my emotional support bag. I have things in there for emotional support." She goes, "There's a metal contraption next to the door. If you can fit your bag in that metal contraption, you could take it on the flight." So I try, guys, like 20 times, and it's not fitting. Yet I know that it will fit in the overhead compartment. This is a setup. So I have to take my bag back to her, defeated. And she goes, "I'm very sorry, but like I said, you're gonna have to check your bag." I go, "I don't think you are very sorry. I think you're quietly celebrating." And then there was a joke, there was a joke to be made, so I made a joke. I go, "I know this is John F. Kennedy Airport, but you're treating me like Lee Harvey Oswald." Give her a little shot, give her a little shot. She goes, "Be that as it may, sir, you will have to check your bag." I go, "It's not even my bag. A stranger asked me to bring it onto the flight. And I'm trying to do somebody a solid. And this is what kindness gets at John F. Kennedy Airport?" She goes, "Sir, what's so important that you have to take your bag on? What's in the bag?" I go, "I could tell you, but you're not gonna understand." She goes, "Try me." I go, "Inside the bag is Bitcoin." And she goes, "What's Bitcoin?" I go, "Well, let me explain it to you." And about 5 minutes into the explanation, she was like, "Just get on the plane. Take your stupid bag on the plane." Guys. Well, a lot of you have been thinking it, so I'll just say it. Yes, I have been going to the gym. And I got a very expensive gym membership. It's the most I've ever paid for a gym membership, but you have to invest in yourself. I think someone tweeted that. And so I go into the gym to check it out, and the woman's showing me around. She goes, "First floor is all weights. Second floor is cardio equipment. Third floor is yoga studios and a steam room." And then she told me the price. And I go, "Which floor do you go to declare bankruptcy?" Because I'm probably going to have to do that at some point. And like a good salesperson, she pivoted. She goes, "What's your fitness goal?" I go, "For this much money, it's Thor. I would like to be half man, half God. I would like to have a hammer that I also use as a weapon." So I do a one-day trial, and I'm in the steam room trying to sweat out some of my poverty. And I start talking to a guy in the steam room. We're having a great conversation. And at the end of the conversation, he goes, "I'm gay." And I go, "That's cool, man. I am a straight." Then he goes, "I can flip you." And then I go, "I think we have different fitness goals. Mine is to be Thor. I'm looking to be Thor." But you guys are really putting me in a good mood. I got some bad news today. I found out my favorite Italian restaurant is closing, Chuck E. Cheese. And guys, Charles Edward Cheese has decided to close his doors. I like the Chuck E. Cheese business model. They opened up, they're like, look, we have rats. Now, we could call an exterminator, but that's gonna cost a lot. What do you say we just lean into this thing? Let's get a rat, let's make him our spokesperson. Get him on stage, get him in a band, get him cranking out some hits. Charles Edward Cheese. That's his Christian name, Charles Edward Cheese. Somebody actually wrote me an email that said, it's Charles Entertainment Cheese. That's what the E stands for. I'm just letting you know. I'm like, wow, you have a lot of time on your hands, man. You're correcting for the love of Charles Edward Cheese. It's funny when you argue with somebody, I'm like, no, it's Edward. Edward is just crazy. He's like, no, it's Charles Entertainment, look it up. And I go, I did. And it's Edward. Just sing. I had a roommate for years and years, and I loved him, but he's on drugs. And we're hanging out one night, and he goes, do you like the Grateful Dead? I go, no. He goes, well, have you ever seen them live? I go, why would I see them live if I don't like any of their songs? He's like, you gotta see them live, dude, you gotta see them live. I'm like, why? Because you get trashed and you go see them live? I would rather drop acid and go to Chuck E. Cheese. Have you ever seen that band live? You haven't lived till you see a rat rip a guitar solo, okay? I'm talking Charles Edward Cheese. I'm Italian-American and I live in New York, and one of my passions, stand-up comedy's my job, but one of my passions before the dark times was to go from city to city around this great country and tell people in these different cities that they have terrible pizza. It's awesome, guys. And it weirdly hurts people's feelings. And I can work it into any conversation. I was in Baltimore, I'm coming down in an elevator, I'm talking to this woman, she goes, oh, you live in New York City? How did you enjoy our aquarium? I'm like, lady, I don't know anything about your aquarium, but your pizza is terrible. She goes, what's wrong with it? And that gives you a pathway to insult their entire town. I'm like, first of all, miss, in order to have good pizza, you need good water. You guys don't have it. And maybe you're using all of your good water in your aquarium, but you're not using it in your pizza, because it sucks. Your toppings are bad. Do you have any Italians in this town who could make a pizza? Anyone who could read a recipe? Do you have anyone in this town who could read? Do you guys have schools? It's a new thing sweeping the country called schools. Then I'll compare the town negatively to another town close by. I'll go, look, I was just in Cleveland. That's not great pizza, but it's not this dog crap. It's pretty fun, guys. You guys are a great crowd because you're getting my jokes, you know? A lot of people don't get my jokes. Not a lot, some. You know, some crowds don't get it. And if there's a joke in everyday life, I'll make it. You know who does not appreciate my unique sense of humor? Chinese customs. Because I went to China before the dark times. And they were like, why are you coming to China? And I was like, to feel tall? No, I ended up in a work camp for quite some time. I dropped my phone in the toilet in China, and that's actually the best place to drop your phone in the toilet, you know, because of all the rice. But I wouldn't put it in white rice, I put it in brown rice because of my commitment to diversity. Diversity, guys, that's the name of the game in show business now. My manager calls me up, he's like, Mike, is there anything in your background that could give us some much needed diversity? I go, well, I'm 100% Italian, does that help? He goes, actually, that hurts us a lot. So if you could not mention that again, that would be a big help. Then he's like, what about what's going on inside of you? Is there any diversity there? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, with your feelings. Like, sometimes do you feel like a woman that is trapped inside of a man's body? Because that's a story we could tell. I'm like, no, that's not really happening. But I was born C-section. So I was a man who was trapped inside of a woman's body. I don't know if that counts. I don't know if that makes... Am I a hero? Am I a hero? Anyway, I got my phone working in China again. And my Chinese tour guide was like, Mike, how are you enjoying China? I'm like, it's pretty good, but your pizza is terrible. And I was like, you know who has a pretty good slice? Korea. It's not great, but it's not this dog crap. Fine, guys, what's my immigration policy? Is that what you want to know? 90-day fiance. I say, if you want to come to this country, that's fine, but you have to marry one of our worst people. Have you seen that show? I would rather go back to El Salvador and fight MS-13 than to marry Darcy from Connecticut. I'm pro-immigrant. I came from immigrants, you know? But I notice in New York, the immigrants from the small countries, Eastern Bloc, Central America, they yell into their phones. They're always yelling. Yelling is toxic and problematic. I don't know if you guys know that or not. It's no longer ethnic. But they're yelling into their phones, and I can't help but think, that's probably why you were asked to leave your country. Country is so small, and you're yelling. The cops were probably like, you need to go to a bigger land, more suited to your voice inflection. But I think we're good people in this country. I think it's a lot of good people, you know? It's, I think the problem, the big divide in this country, is that we're all looking at the same thing from different perspectives. It's perspective. For example, I'm a huge boxing fan. I love all kinds of boxing. And I was watching this one fight. It was a female fighter, and her brother was the promoter. And they were interviewing her, and they're like, how did you start fighting? And it's a tragic story. She goes, when I was young, I watched my father hit my mother. I was too weak to do anything about it, so I learned to fight, and it never happened again. I'm like, wow, that's pretty powerful. Then I thought, but the brother, the promoter, grew up in the same home. So he must have saw the same thing and thought to himself, I can sell tickets to this.
This annoyed me. I was on the phone with somebody today trying to get a phone number from that person and write it down, but they didn't have phone number rhythm, and that pissed me off. You know, talking about phone number rhythm, especially if there's like an area code involved, like 212, bum bum ba, bum ba, bum ba. That is the rhythm I think we're all familiar with. This guy had no clue. I was like, okay, Hank, give me the number. He's like, all right, it's 2129. $15, $8, $11, $6, $4, $2, $5, $8, $7, $2. Did you throw in your zip code? Because I got a lot of extra numbers over here. I have extra. I can almost start a new number. What do you got? Start again from the top. They really screw you up on the last four numbers. That's where they get you. 555 6 1841. Dude, I already wrote the 6. I made the dash too close. I can't shimmy the one in there now. Forget you. You know what else annoys me? People leaving slow-ass, boring messages on my machine. Unbelievable. Yeah, you come home late at night, you got to go to the bathroom, you're like, oh, look at this, I got a message. Oh, this could be important. I better check it out now. Boop. Hey. Kevin, how's it going, man? It's Tim Duffy from work. What's going on, man? Anyways, give me a call back if you get a chance. I will be, well, you know what? If you call at 9:15, I should be back. Actually, anything after 9:18, I'll be home. Give me a call. I'm at 631-775. This is great. Now I got to play the whole Tim Duffy message again. From the top to try to get the number at 100 miles an hour. That's fun when you're hunched over your machine with like an index card and a little pen. I got nothing on that pass. I got absolutely nothing. I got nothing. I got a 6, 4 blanks, a 4, and then I'm out. I'm out again. I don't know what to do. I got a freaking G. I got a G. Timmy gave me a G.
Anytime time travel comes up, it's always a short walk to the baby Hitler paradox. Some of you familiar? It's the ethical debate. The ethical debate. Would it be better to, if you time traveled back to the moment Hitler was a baby, would it be better to kill baby Hitler or let him live? Classic ethical paradox. What would you do, sir? It's Hitler. You can save a lot of people.
Kill the baby. Kill the baby.
You're going to kill the baby?
Kill the baby.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's a fine answer. Now, you saved a lot of people, but it is a baby, and we do need to know how you would do it. You're a time-traveling assassin. You got to kill this baby. How do you do it?
Think about a time machine I'd do to see further back.
Oh, yeah. I don't understand why you wouldn't want to field this question, sir. He's requested to move back further into the crowd where we will still follow up on the question. No, it's cool. It's just a special. It's just a special. It's just my first ever 1 hour special, and yeah, so pretty much the fate of it rests on you now. If you have a good answer, it's going to a big platform. If you don't answer, it's going to Quibi. What would you do?
Sorry, what's the question?
How would you kill a baby? Gosh, it's not that complicated. If I was the time-traveling assassin, I don't think I would be able to kill a baby. And that's fine if you would kill a baby. I just don't think I would be able to. That's just me. But I do think I would panic and bring it back to the time machine. Show up in the present. They're like, why do you have a baby? I'm like, it's Hitler. Who's Hitler? I'm like, it worked. And now I just have baby Hitler? Is this why I never had kids? Was I meant to raise Hitler in the 21st century? I would try so hard to teach him to love. Find out if it's nature or nurture once and for all. He grows up, goes off to art school. I'm like, I'm so proud of you, baby Hitler. I still call him that. He calls me. He's like, I fell in love. I'm like, that away, baby. Love wins. I guess it is nurture over nature. A couple years later, he's like, she dumped me for a rabbi. I hate Jews. I'm like, easy, Hitler. Kanye was right. No, boy. That is not what we teach in the Zimmerman household. I'm actually not Jewish. A lot of people ask me if I'm Jewish because of my last name. I'm not. And that is something I would mention to Hitler just as a precaution. I didn't grow up with any real religion. My grandparents were super Christian, and my grandma, one of the first Christmases I can remember, she gave me one of the illustrated Bibles, all the greatest hits. You know the ones. Adam and Eve, the origin story of food shaming. I know when I eat apples, I'll smother them in peanut butter and honey. And afterwards, sometimes I'm like, I need to put clothes on. That was bad. That was naughty. I don't deserve happiness. But my favorite as a kid was always David and Goliath because, a little boy beats a giant. That's awesome. And looking back, that teaches a great lesson to kids, which is if your opponent is stronger than you, shoot them in the head. From a safe distance when they were not expecting it. Was that a fair fight, David, or a murder? I'm not sure. Not sure you can be the underdog if you're doing drive-bys. What'd you learn on that one, Joey? I learned that ranged weapons always defeat melee. Good. Speaking of royalty, I don't have an issue with Prince Harry, but I'm starting to have an issue with how much I keep hearing about Prince Harry. So I'm starting to have an issue with Prince Harry. And he said he was leaving the royal family for privacy, his words. But ever since he's moved, all he's done is do a Netflix reality TV series, a tell-all book, and now a Spotify podcast. Not the most private activities, Harry. To the tune of $100 million. And his book should have talked about how awesome it is to be the prince, how awesome it is to have everything, get any private jets, any backstage passes you want. But the mistake he made was he was kind of whiny in the book. He was like, my brother was mean to me. He pushed me, and he hung out with his friends. Sounds like you have a normal older brother. And people feel bad for him. They're like, he was born into a job. He was born into an institution. Every human is born into a job. He's the only one born into a job where you don't have to do a job. And when he moved to Hollywood, was it hard? No. I have a friend that moved to LA and lived in a Walmart parking lot in his car. And after a year, he moved back to Sevierville, Tennessee with his parents. People should feel bad for Douglas. But do they? No, they do not. They make fun of Douglas. They're like, I can't believe you thought you'd make it. He's like, I know, I suck. Prince Harry moved to LA. Oprah hooked him up with Tyler Perry's Mansion, which is a Tyler Perry movie I would like to see. With Prince Harry played by Tyler Perry. Meghan played by Tyler Perry. Oprah, Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry played by Idris Elba. And Princess Kate played by Meghan Markle. She's a solid actress. And Prince William played by Matt Damon. Call it Trading Places 3, Medea Takes Sussex. I saw that R. Kelly was arrested after an FBI agent watched his Lifetime docuseries. And it made me wonder, is the FBI finding out about crime the same way I am? Just friend referrals on what's bingeable? Should we arrest Robert Durst? Let's look at the tomato meter first. Yeah, he's doing well. I have a friend that watches murder documentaries because she said it'll help her avoid murderers. But I feel like murderers are also watching murder docs, or as they call them, tutorials. And because we're in North Carolina, I want to ask you about the most interesting murder doc I'm aware of, The Staircase. Are you familiar? Happened in the Durham area. There's a documentary, and how many of you have heard of the owl theory? Yes, a bunch of you, right on. Yeah, it kind of combines birds and murder docs, so it's like really right up my alley. But basically, if you watch the Staircase documentary, this husband goes to jail, even though there's really no motive, no murder weapon, no evidence. There's no evidence. The whole trial, the prosecuting lawyer is just like, I mean, he is the husband. And the jury's like, yeah, he does seem like he's the husband. And the judge is like, husband! Send him away. And the neighbor first put out the owl theory, which is that there's an owl. That sounds crazy, right? That an owl did it. Until you hear the evidence. There was an owl that hung out in their neighborhood all the time. Owl killings, though rare, have happened. In her hair, they found owl feathers. And on her hands, traces of owl feathers. The murder scratches matched talons. And it happened at night. That's owl time. But this local detective was like, owl feathers, talon marks, husband. She could be attacked by a shark and people would be like, how do you think he pulled that off? You think he dressed as a shark? Or I never liked that guy. But as an avid bird watcher, it made me wonder, if you're killed doing something you love, would that take the sting off just a little bit? Seeing birds you've never seen before. Wow, a barred owl. And it's looking right at me. Let me see those binoculars. That's not a barred owl, that's a great horned owl. No, it's not, Frank. Don't mansplain owls to me. You can hear from its distinctive barred owl call, who cooks for you? Listen, who cooks for y'all? Hear that? No, it's not. It's doing the distinctive great horn call. It's saying, who's awake? Me too. Frank, do you know one thing about birds? The owl strikes, he strikes, they both did it. They were in cahoots. I said it. They were in cahoots. Send him to Alcatraz. I had to say it. I had to say it. You notice that groan? Thank you. Please note that groan as evidence. Because after every show, some guy will be like, dude, you should have said it was a whodunit. But if I say it's a whodunit, y'all hate me and groan. And then if I don't say it's a whodunit, 4 dads are like, man, missed opportunity. Oh boy, if you'd thought of that, man, you would have blown the roof off the place. Whodunit, man. Go back to the writing board, man. Let's see. Did anybody else almost join a cult the last couple of years? Almost join a cult. I was watching the HBO documentary about the Nixium cult, and I don't think HBO meant it as a recruiting tool. But they look like they're having a lot of fun up there, upstate New York. Their little bubble community, playing volleyball. I'm like, how do I join y'all's cult? Sir, it's a self-help community. Well, I am brainwashed already. Sign me up. The most susceptible people to cults are overly trusting and seeking community. That's my Myers-Briggs. It's bad. But ultimately, I don't think I'd join a cult because I don't like doing chores. Which is why I was thinking maybe I start a cult, just get the gravy. And actually, that's why you're here tonight. I am doing some recruiting. And follow me, I'll teach you the meaning of life, which is to do chores for me. But, you know, cult leaders have a horrible reputation, but we only ever hear about the charismatic ones that got famous. The ones that made it. You never hear about the other 10,000 guys that were like, follow me. And people were like, no, you're annoying, Derrick. Like, oh. Guess I'll just keep selling potato chips. I didn't mean to roast potato chip salesman on that one. I know I'm susceptible to cults because of the one time I went to Bikram hot yoga. After 10 minutes, I already finished my little coconut water, and I'm dizzy. I didn't realize how hot it got. I'm like, I'll just step outside. And as I get to the door, the instructor goes, hey, where are you going? And I'm so shocked to be called out in yoga that I was honest. I said, I'm going outside because I'm hot. He goes, I need you to stay here where I can see you so that I know you're okay. Okay, but I'm not okay. That's why I was leaving. But I can't say no to people. I struggle to say no. So I just returned to my mat and I was like, I guess I'll just grind this out for 80 more minutes. I made it 10 more minutes. And then I was definitely dehydrated. And I'm looking at the door. I'm like, I'm just going to make a run for it. I start gathering my things in fake downward dog. He comes over, he goes, everything okay? I'm like, please let me leave. I'm an adult man. I'm paying you $12 to be here. I'll pay you $40 to let me go. And he said, if you're too hot, you can just lay down on your mat. You'll be fine. It'd be better for the rest of the class if you didn't leave. And I'm looking at the rest of the class. They're avoiding eye contact. So I just lay down for 70 more minutes, just so hot and so angry. Like, I hope I die so this guy gets fired. I hope I die loudly so it's worse for the class. Just furiously obedient. The class ended. I was fine, unfortunately. But I went home and looked up Bikram. They're trained not to let anybody leave because once one person leaves, everyone will leave. And I recently learned it went bankrupt, so I win. I win the law. I hung in there for the win, yeah. So I have been told many times that I have a soothing voice. And so I thought it'd be nice to do some soothing affirmations to really finish on what I was made to do. And so I'll just say a positive affirmation and you guys repeat it back and we'll all feel amazing. Sound good? Great. I am blessed with this life. # blessed. That felt so good, didn't it? It did. I have released all irrational fears and replaced them with real fears. Okay, good. A little mumbly, but good. I forgive everyone who has ever left me. Except for Beth. Go ahead. Nice. Yes, thank you, sir. He said it like he meant it. Yeah, some passion. I look really good thanks to this new coat from Banana Republic. Thank you. I just got an extra 10 grand for that. Appreciate it. I am actually a better overall person than Tony Robbins. I am not currently being indoctrinated into a cult. Nice, thank you. And lastly, I understand the intricacies of the Israel-Palestine conflict. And ultimately, I stand with Tibet. Asheville, thank you so much. I'm Joe Zimmerman. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you so much for coming out.